The United Nations Convention Against Cybercrime delivers a number of major breakthroughs, according to the UN Secretary General. And now let's tune in to our exclusive interview with the Secretary General of the United Nations, António Guterres.
First of all, thank you so much for this exclusive interview.
It's a great pleasure.
So the opening of the signing of the Hanoi Convention also coincides with the 80th anniversary of the UN Foundation in October 24th, 1945, which makes this event even add more deeper meaning to this event. So how do you feel about this coincidence?
I think that it demonstrates that 80 years after the beginning of the work of the UN, multilateralism remains strong and remains the way to respond to the challenges of today. Cybercrime, terrible challenge.
Right.
The privacy of people, problems, terrible problems of depression caused to children and to young boys and girls. Devastating economic impacts, trillions of dollars lost. Again, there was no international cooperation effective in fighting cybercrime. Well, the UN came together and it was possible, after 5 years of negotiations, to come to this convention. And so we are still being able, 80 years after our foundation, to be leading into the multilateral responses to the problems of today, knowing that there is no way in which one country can address climate change, one country can address the problems of peace and global problems of peace and security, one country can address cyber crime or the runaway artificial intelligence. We need multilateral institutions, and this ceremony is the proof that multilateralism is alive and that the UN is as important for the world today as it was 80 years ago.
The world is facing unprecedented challenges, requiring unprecedented mechanisms to cope with that. What do you think Vietnam can contribute more to the UN in the future?
Vietnam has been very active in support to our reform process, and we strongly encourage Vietnam to have a very solid voice in the works that we are having in the UN, in order to make the UN more effective, more efficient, more cost-effective, more able to support people in difficult circumstances all around the world, and to support governments in establishing strategies for economic, sustainable and inclusive development.
Any message you would want to send to our youth, Vietnamese youth, or countries participating in this event today?
Well, everything that is being done now in Vietnam is being done already with the participation of the youth. The youth is not the next generation, the youth is already the present generation, and the dynamism of the Vietnamese youth is the best guarantee for the future of development, of prosperity and peace in Vietnam.
Yes. Thank you very much for your insights, and I wish you all the best for this trip in time in Vietnam.
It was a great pleasure.
Thank you.